नमस्कृत्य चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये राष्ट्रप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यां भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्री गणेश भागवतम की जय। So today we are discussing from Srimad Bhagavatam. This is from the first canto, and this is first canto conversation between Vyasadeva and Narad Muni. Conversation is because of the dissatisfaction of Vyasadeva, although he has done so many, he has wrote so many granths, still he was dissatisfied. So that time the spiritual master of Vyasadeva came. Who is the spiritual master of Vyasadeva? Narad Muni is the spiritual master of Vyasadeva. So this conversation is there. So we'll read that from Srimad Bhagavatam. This is first canto, fourth chapter. Right? Fourth chapter, na? It's fourth chapter. And text 1, I am reading. Shuta uvacha athatam sukham asena upasenam vyasarava devarshe praha viprashim vina pani swayam iha. So I will read these verses and we will discuss accordingly whenever we get some doubts. So Sud Goswami said, thus the great among the gods, Narad Muni, completely seated and apparently smiling, addressed the rishis amongst the Brahmanas. So, this Narad Muni is inquiring to whom? This Vyasdev. Because Vyasdev, although he wrote Mahabharata, he wrote 4 Vedas, different Upanishad, Puran, so many granths. इतने सारे Vedic, so many Vedic granthas. He compiled all these granths. Still, his heart was so much dissatisfied. Still, he was not feeling that bliss in the heart, although he has got so much Vedic knowledge. So Narad Muni came that time. He is the spiritual master, so spiritual master knows the heart of disciple. And that is the duty of the spiritual master. Guru understands the mood, the heart of his disciples, what's happening with the disciple. So Narad Muni inquired in the second verse, are you satisfied by identifying with the body or the mind as the object of self-realization? So self-realization. So what is the purpose of this Vedic knowledge? The purpose of Vedic knowledge is to get self-realization. Correct, no? Why you are following this knowledge? Because you want to get self-realization. The self-realization is the purpose of human birth. Whatever one do in the human form of life, that must be directed for the self-realization, nothing else. So Narad Muni is inquiring, are you satisfied by identifying with the body or the mind as the object of self? So he was asking like, तुम आत्मा साक्षात्कार के लिए ये सब कर रहे हो, उसमें कर क्या रहे हो? तुम अपने आप को शरीर से अपने आप को शरीर मान रहे हो या मन मान रहे हो? तो एक तरीके से नारद मुनि जस्ट जोकिंग मीन्स ही वाज टेलिंग कि कर क्या रहे हो तुम? सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन के रास्ते में हो और शरीर को ही क्या मान रहे हो? इसका मार्ग मान रहे हो, शरीर में ही तुम सब कुछ ढूंढने का प्रयास कर रहे हो. So this was the hint by Narad Muni to Vyasdev regarding the cause of his despondency. Despondency means distress. So Vyasadeva was so much distressed. He compiled the four Vedas. What are the four Vedas? Rigved, Samved, Yajurved, then Purana, so many Puran, Upanishad, फिर so many sutras. He compiled it. Still he was dissatisfied. उसके बाद भी उनको मन. So this was the hint given by Narad Muni. क्यों? क्योंकि तुम जो कुछ भी किए क्या मान के चल रहे थे? इस शरीर के लिए जब करूंगा, शरीर से संबंधित इस बॉडी को ही तुम क्या मान रहे थे? आत्म साक्षात्कार का माध्यम मान रहे थे. So why Narad Muni told like this? Because Vyasadeva belonged to some very great family. Who is the father of Vyasadeva? व्यासदेव के पिताजी का नाम क्या है? Who is the father of Vyasa? Anybody knows here? Rohit. Yes, Ramakrishna Prabhu. Correct. Parasar Muni. Parasar is the father of Vyasadeva. So, क्या बता रहा था? So the Vyasa belonged to a great family. His father was Parasar. And who is Parasar Muni? You know, one who gave the definition of God. Who is God? Who can be known as God? What is the definition of God? So anybody of you know the definition of God? In the class में कितने बार discuss किया होगा? What is the definition of God? Yeah. What is the? Any person who possesses all the six opulences is considered a God. Six opulences. Sad Aishwarya. Sad Aishwarya. So what are these Sad Aishwarya? So Parasar Muni describes this. The definition of God he gave actually. In the Vedic Grantha, he gave the definition of God. So we should know all these things. No, we should know. So Parasar Muni gave the definition of God. What is the definition? The six opulences contained by anyone in the 100% sent person. तो कौन कौन से सारे ऐश्वर्य है? What are the six opulences possessed by God? Yes. Aishwarya. What are the seven Aishwarya? Knowledge. Knowledge is one of the opulences. Fame, famous. Fame, one who is famous all over the world. So God is famous all over the world. Knowledge, fame, beauty. Then strength, powerful. Renunciation and beauty. So these are the six qualities possessed by Lord in 100%. That's why he is considered God. No other person other than God possesses all these qualities in 100%. Nobody is more beautiful than God. Nobody is more knowledgeable than God. Nobody is more powerful than God. Nobody is having more money than God. Nobody is more famous than God. Nobody is more renounced than God. Even somebody will have all these qualities in the small quantity. He may have one or two qualities with him. Let's suppose somebody is too renounced, but he is not having then beauty. जैसे कई साधु है बहुत बड़े क्या है रेनाउंस है त्यागी है लेकिन मिस यूनिवर्स तो नहीं है ना सुंदर नहीं दिखते बट कृष्ण at the same time he possesses all this part. So Parasar Muni is the one who gave the definition of God. So Vyasdev is son of Parasar Muni. That's why it is expected from the Vyasdev that he should understand all this knowledge. He should understand. That's why Narad Muni is telling why you are distressed. You should not be distressed. You are coming in the lineage of such a great soul, Parasar Muni. So that's why Narad Muni is inquiring. Just like so many times you have seen, there are so many boys. Although they may belong to some big family, royal family, big paise wala, but their lifestyle is like very uh, poor. So that is not expected from the one who belong to royal, because he is expected to live a royal life. So that's why Narad Muni is inquiring. Your inquiries were full and your studies were also very fulfilled. So Narad Muni is saying, see, Vyasdev, whatever you have written, whatever knowledge you are giving, everything is complete, good, nice. You have done a good work, good job for the human being, for the society. You have done a good thing. And there is no doubt that you have prepared a great and a wonderful work. What is the great and wonderful work? Compiling all these granthas, Ved Vyas. So many granths he compiled. Mahabharata, which is full of all kinds of Vedic sequences elaborately explained. Everything is explained in Mahabharata. So Narad Muni is again telling, I know you are the cause of your distress is not the knowledge due to lack of knowledge. You are having full knowledge, then something other is there, the cause of your distress. ऐसा नहीं कि व्यासदेव के पास ज्ञान नहीं था इसलिए वो दुखी थे उस समय, या फिर उनके पास ज्ञान नहीं था, जानते नहीं थे इसलिए वो वहां पर क्या थे, डिस्ट्रेस में थे. नो, दैट इज नॉट रीजन. नारद मुनि बोल रहे हैं, यू हैव डन अ ग्रेट वर्क. सो आई एम श्योर your cause of distress is full deliberation of the impersonal absolute feature, and it is accepted as the most exalted philosophical exposition in the world. So, see, everyone of us is reading the books given by Vyasdev only, right? Whatever Vyasdev has given. So, it's natural that Vyasdev is not unhappy because of lack of knowledge. उनके पास पूरा ज्ञान, हाँ, तो फिर रीजन क्या था? What is the reason कि Vyasdev is dissatisfied? What is the reason कि it is still having all the knowledge, he is dissatisfied. सब बुक लिखने के बाद भी वो क्या है? दुखी है. So what? Why he is unhappy? Yes. Yes, correct. He has not sufficiently glorified. He has glorified. उन्होंने किया है glorification. महाभारत पढ़ेंगे तो वहां पर glorification किया है. Then various Purans, पद्म पुराण, गरुड़ पुराण, everywhere he has described about Krishna. सब तरफ उन्होंने दिया है. But he has not sufficiently glorified or exclusive. कैसे किया उन्होंने? How he has done? He has glorified. Vyasdev has glorified Krishna, but how he glorified? He glorified Krishna. Then another time he glorified dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Then karma, jnana. So he glorified everything, and somewhere he put Krishna inside. So what happened because of this? People, those who are interested in sense gratification, they prefer this book. See, in your Shastra, this Puran, what is given? This Puran is telling what to do. It is telling to do क्या? Dharma, artha, काम, मोक्ष. Your this scripture, उसमें बताया गया कि क्या? धर्म, इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट, पैसे कमाना ही जीवन का क्या है? उद्देश्य है. धर्म, अर्थ, काम. काम में सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन. सो इसलिए नारद मुनि बोलते हैं कि ऑल दो यू हैव ग्लोरिफाइड कृष्ण इन योर स्क्रिप्चर्स, इन शास्त्र, लेकिन आपने सफिशिएंटली या एक्सक्लूसिवली भगवान का ग्लोरिफिकेशन नहीं किया. क्या किया आपने? धर्म के बारे में बताते रहे, अर्थ के बारे में, पैसे के बारे में बताते रहे, आयुर्वेदा के बारे में बताते रहे, धनुर्वेदा बताते रहे, बीच बीच में क्या किया? कृष्ण के बारे में बताया. तो लोगों को क्या मिला? द जनरल मास ऑफ पीपल. वो उनको क्या चाहिए? तो उनको तो पहले से सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन का लाइसेंस चाहिए. एंड नाउ यू हैव गिवन देम लाइसेंस टू एंजॉय. कैसे लाइसेंस दे दिया आपने? शास्त्रों में लिख दिया. शास्त्रों में आपने क्या है? सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन इज अलाउड. So that is the main reason of his despondency. That is the main reason of his distress. So anyone, the point is, Vyasadeva, what he wanted to teach us is that anyone who is not exclusively, no, one who is not fully glorifying Krishna, or one who is not fully surrendered to Krishna, he will always remain in distress situation. और ये हम व्यासदेव के जीवन से देख सकते हैं. Although he was completely well versed in the knowledge of Vedic knowledge, उनको पूरा आता था, सब दिया, लेकिन कैसे था कि कृष्ण को भी देखो, धर्म को भी देखो, काम को भी देखो, और मोक्ष भी है, सब है उसके बीच में. सो देन दैट इज द मेन कॉज ऑफ हिज प्रॉब्लम. सो व्यासदेव बोलते हैं कि नारद मुनि बताते हैं, बिकॉज यू आर नॉट फुल्ली ग्लोरीफाइंग कृष्णा, सेंट पर्सन, क्या कर रहे हैं आप? कंप्रोमाइज कर रहे हो. Because of the compromisation in the glorification of the Lord, you are in distress situation. So Vyasdev said, now Vyasdev, after ये सब बोलने के बाद, because he says कि you are complete, you are having knowledge, Vyasdev, my dear disciple, my dear Prabhu, you are having knowledge, but still you are dissatisfied. What is the cause? उन्हीं से पूछ रहे हैं, व्यासदेव से. So व्यासदेव बोलते हैं नारद मुनि को, नारद मुनि को रिप्लाई करते हैं, टेक्स्ट 5. श्री वासुदेव said, all you have said about me is perfectly correct. जो आपने मेरे बारे में भी बताया क्या है, पूरा सत्य है. Despite all this, I am not pacified. इसके बाद भी मुझे शांति, I am not pacified by the answers. I therefore question you about the root cause of my dissatisfaction. You see, in this world, everyone is dissatisfied. Correct, no? Everyone is dissatisfied. What is the root cause? We'll know. But the reason is, the point is, one should approach the spiritual master, one should approach Guru, one should approach a spiritualist to get his answer. Just like in Vyasdev, although he was the spiritual master for all over the world, still he is approaching whom? Narad Muni, to get the answers. That is the point. कोई कितना भी ज्ञान में आगे रहे, बट उसे भी अपने गुरु के पास जाना पड़ेगा. जस्ट लाइक व्यासदेव इज गोइंग, व्यासदेव इज आस्किंग क्वेश्चन टू नारद मुनि, asking what is the root cause of my dissatisfaction. Such a wonderful conversation between Vyasdev and Narad Muni is going to come now. For you are the man of unlimited knowledge due to your being the offspring of one who is self-born. So now Vyasdev is glorifying Narad Muni. How he is glorifying? Oh my spiritual master. So he is glorifying कि Narad Muni, you are the man who born from the self-born man. Who is the self-born man? Brahma ji. Who is the father of Narad Muni? And who is Brahma? Who is mother and father of Brahma? Brahma. How Brahma born? Novel of Krishna. So there is no mother of Brahma. He born directly from Krishna. He directly took birth from the novel of Lord Vishnu. He is self-born. That's why. Swayambhu. He took birth from without mother. And Narad Muni is the son of that great personality. Vyasdev is telling. So because you are you are having unlimited knowledge, that's why I am asking you, my Lord, everything that is mysterious is known to you. So whatever is mystery, you know that. What is the mystery here? The cause of my dissatisfaction. मैं दुखी क्यों? मुझे नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. मैंने तो इतना सारा ग्रंथ लिखा, सब कुछ लिखा, मेरे पास इतना ज्ञान है, फिर भी मैं दुखी हूँ. It means knowledge itself is not sufficient. है ना? सिर्फ ज्ञान लेने से काम नहीं चलता. One has to apply that. And how one will apply that knowledge? Knowledge you can get by reading the books. But the application you will understand when you will approach the person who is having that knowledge. You can apply the knowledge only when you will approach the spiritual master or guru. When you will approach the devotees, they will only tell you how to apply this knowledge. The application of the knowledge is very important. Knowledge is good, but its application is best. Application is very important. So, because you worship the creator and destroyer of the material world, maintainer of the spiritual world, the original personality of Godhead, who is transcendent. Yeah, now Vyasdev is glorifying Narad Muni by saying, like the sun, your goodness can travel everywhere in the three worlds. So Narad Muni can travel three worlds, correct? Na? Narad Muni can travel everywhere. There is no restriction for him. He can travel. That's why he is preaching everywhere. He can go anywhere, anytime, and he can preach anybody. Like the air, you can penetrate the internal reason of everyone. So actually, Vyasdev is glorifying his spiritual master by saying that how example is given, how he is comparing with this the spiritual master. He is comparing Narad Muni. You are like an air who can penetrate the internal region of the heart. Like the spiritual master is the person who can penetrate the heart of disciple and can understand the real root cause of the problem. What's happening with this disciple? Just like a air can enter anywhere. As such, you as a good as all pervasive super soul, please therefore find out the deficiency in me. So please find out the deficiency. So this is actually the mood of disciple. This should be the mood of disciple. Then only he will get the correct solution. What is the mood? The mood is to approach the spiritual master, to approach the bona fide person, and to present himself all his problems, present to the spiritual all his problems without hiding anything. So just like Vyasdev is not hiding anything, correct? ना, he is not hiding anything. ऐसा नहीं कि मेरे को आता है सब कुछ, मैंने इतना 4 वेद लिखा है, आप लिखे हो क्या? मैंने महाभारत कंपाइल किया है. You are not, है ना? You are not the person. I compiled everything. So when the problem came, now the Vyasdev is approaching spiritual master. And he is asking, please find out the deficiency. Please find out what are the mistakes in me. What are the mistakes? Despite my being absorbed in the transcendence under the disciplinary regulation and vows. और मैं इतना सारा rules and regulation vows follow कर रहा हूँ. Still I am dissatisfied. So Narad Muni is saying now. Narad Muni said, भवतानुमदित्यः प्रायं यशो भगवतो मलम् एनेवाशेन तुष्येत मन्येत darshanam khilam. Narad Muni said, ye have not actually, he is giving the real reason. Why now he is giving? Because now the Vyasdev is surrendering himself completely to Narad Muni. Now he is surrendering. He is telling, please find out what is the cause. So please find out. Now नारद मुनि से, तो जब भी हम स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर के पास जाते हैं तो शुरुआत में स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर ही में टेल किया सब ठीक है, तुम अच्छे हो, अच्छा कर रहे, जाओ पढ़ते रहो. लेकिन वेन द डिसाइपल सरेंडर्स, कंप्लीट नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है, जो भी गलती आप मुझे बताओ, हाउ आई विल इम्प्रूव माई सेल्फ. देन स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर, ठीक है अभी तुम लाइन में आ गए, ओके, सो दीज आर द प्रॉब्लम, you have to improve all these things. You are having pride, you are having ego, lust, how to remove that. Then he tells. So Narad Muni is now telling, ye have not actually broadcast the sublime and spotless glories of the personality of Godhead. That philosophy which does not satisfy the transcendental sense of the Lord is considered worthless. कि जो भी नॉलेज, ज्ञान भगवान को ग्लोरीफाई नहीं करता हो, क्या है? वर्थ. वर्थ 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 यानी खिलम. inferior, उसका महत्व नहीं. तो जो भी knowledge, whatever knowledge we are gaining, which is not glorifying Krishna, is meaningless, useless. कोई महत्व नहीं है उसका. That is just like a burden in the mind, in the brain. दुनिया भर का नॉलेज भर के रखा है, बट नॉट अबाउट कृष्णा. देन वो क्या है, अपने सिर में एक तरीके का भार है. दैट इज जस्ट लाइक अ बर्डन टू द हेड. एंड व्हाट यू हैव डिड, यू हैव डिड द सेम, एग्जैक्टली द सेम थिंग. तुमने क्या किया, यू wrote so many granthas, and what you are doing there, you are glorifying sense gratification. You are giving so many options, karma kand. There are various karma kand process, and you see nowadays people follow karma kanda process. They are following so many upasana kand, these that, so many things. Iski puja, uski puja. So because of that, that is the root cause. Because you are not actually broadcast the sublime and the spotless glories of the personality of Godhead. लिखते हैं अनुदिता प्रायम. अनुदिता प्रायम मीन्स ऑलमोस्ट नॉट प्रेज्ड. तो जो भी भगवान को जो ग्लोरीफाई नहीं कर रहा है, आप भगवान के बारे में ज्ञान नहीं ले रहा है रेगुलर, सफिशिएंटली नॉलेज नहीं है भगवान के बारे में, तब तक उसको कभी भी सेटिस्फैक्शन. और आपने अनुदित प्रायम मीन्स ऑलमोस्ट नॉट प्रेस्ड. तुमने प्रेस किया है, कैसे किया है, थोड़ा थोड़ा, कहीं कहीं. तो लोग क्या करेंगे, पढ़ रहे हैं तो सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन वाली चीजों को पढ़ेंगे और उस पेज को क्या कर देंगे जिसमें तुमने भगवान को ग्लोरीफाई किया उसको स्किप कर देंगे. And they will think they have understood the scripture, the essence of scriptures, its sense gratification. That's why Narad Muni is here. We can understand how it is important to exclusively glorify Krishna. How much it is important if you want to get satisfaction in your life. How much it is important to understand about Krishna in the complete level. Okay. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says these points. Okay, unless one will not understand this knowledge, he will not be satisfied. Param Brahma, Param Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, Prasannatma, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. One who is completely situated in the transcendental plane, he will be satisfied. Otherwise, not. So very wonderful purport I am reading. The eternal relation of the individual soul with the Supreme Personality of Godhead is constitutionally one of being the eternal servitor of the eternal Master. So, the connection between the jivas, ourselves, with the Lord is the, what is that relationship? That relationship is the servant and master relationship. Lord is master and every living entity is, so that is the relation. The Lord has expanded himself as the living being in order to accept loving service from them. And this alone can satisfy both the Lord and the living beings. Such a scholar as Vyasdev has completed many expansions of the Vedic literature, ending with the Vedanta philosophy. But none of them have written correctly, glorifying the personality of God. कोई भी ज्ञान. इसीलिए you will see there are so many people, they may know the Vedas, they may know so many granthas, ये वो दुनिया भर की चीजें, संस्कृत, this that, they may know everything. Still they are always morose, dissatisfied, दुनिया भर के प्रॉब्लम. क्यों? Because they are not exclusively glorifying God. That is the reason. तो जो लिखने वाला है उसे ही जब खुशी नहीं मिल रहा है, तो जो पढ़ने वाला है उसको कहाँ से मिलेगा? The one who is the author of the book is not satisfied with the book. How the people who are reading that book will get satisfaction by reading that book? किसी ने नॉवेल लिखा लेकिन उसके ऑथर को लग रहा है कि अरे मैंने कुछ छोड़ दिया, मजा नहीं आया मेरे को लिख के. And now people are buying that and reading that. So do you think they will get some kind of happiness by that? No, not possible. So same is happening. So जो भी वेद इस तरह के पीछे जाते हैं without referring this great book भागवतम which is अमल पुराण में जिसमें किसी प्रकार का there is no contamination. श्रीमद् भागवतम नो कंटामिनेशन. इसको छोड़ करके दूसरे ग्रंथ के पास जाते हैं, दूसरी बुक्स को पढ़ते हैं, दुनिया भर की बुक्स को, दे विल नेवर गेट सेटिस्फैक्शन. Only by reading the spotless, they will understand Krishna and they will get the happiness. Because this book will clarify the real relationship between us and Krishna. All other things will tell us, okay, you enjoy here, you do this, you do that, this, that, so many things. There are books. By reading that, you will think कि हाँ यहाँ पर रह के मेहनत करो, है ना, कर्म ही पूजा है. There are ग्रंथ which will describe कि कर्म ही पूजा है. There are books which will tell कि this material, so many things. That's why we have to understand this. Why Vyasdev is dissatisfied. Okay, so dry philosophical speculation, even on the transcendental subject of the absolute, have very little attraction without directly dealing with the glorification of the Lord. So, except that, dry philosophical speculation. What do you understand by dry philosophical speculation? Dry philosophical speculation means कि just discussing about the philosophy without its application. सिर्फ ज्ञान की बातें बस चर्चा कर रहा है, बट एप्लीकेशन इज नो पर्सनल एप्लीकेशन, जस्ट डिस्कसिंग अबाउट द नॉलेज, स्पेकुलेट कर रहा है, ये ऐसा है, वैसा होना चाहिए, हाँ भगवान ऐसे होने चाहिए थे, वैसा होना चाहिए था, जस्ट ड्राई स्पेकुलेशन विदाउट रस, नो रस इज देयर. सो व्हाट दैट विल नॉट ब्रिंग हैप्पीनेस. जस्ट लाइक मायावादी जो होते हैं क्या करते, दे जस्ट डिस्कस वेदांत, देयर इज नो रस देयर, रश नहीं है. फिर क्या होगा, थोड़े दिन बाद दे कम डाउन फ्रॉम दैट हायर प्लान, द हायर लेवल नॉलेज. उसके बाद वहां से नीचे आ जाएंगे, फिर समाज सेवा में लग जाते हैं. जिस चीज को छोड़ के गया था उस चीज में वापस आ गया. सब कुछ छोड़ के गया था. हाँ, ये संसार क्या है, माया है, इस तरह से सब कुछ छोड़ के गया था और डिस्कस कर रहा था ब्रह्मन के बारे में, ब्रह्म क्या है, ये जगत क्या है. लेकिन थोड़े दिन बाद क्या हो गया, डिस्कस करते करते मजा नहीं, बोरिंग लग रहा है. अब वापस आके फिर वही काम शुरू कर दिया, समाज सेवा करो, पानी पिलाओ, खाना खिलाओ. So that is actually that is dry speculation, dry philosophical speculation. Even on the transcendental subject of the absolute have very little attraction without directly dealing with the glorification of the Lord. So one has to understand the direct glorification of the Lord. Direct glorification means to understand the position of bhakta, devotees. कि डिवोटी कैसे बनना है, भक्त कैसे बनना है, that is important. Bhakta means one who understands the bhakti and the भगवान. भक्त कौन है, जो भक्ति जानता है, भगवान को जानता है. भक्ति मीन्स प्रोसेस and Bhagwan is the object of that process, is the goal. Lord is the goal. So one who understands संबंध, अभिधेय, the प्रयोजन. संबंध, अभिधेय, प्रयोजन. शास्त्र में ये तीन चीज बताया गया, संबंध, अभिधेय, प्रयोजन. जो ये तीन चीज नहीं जानेगा, they will always remain dissatisfied. संबंध means what is my relation with the Supreme Lord. भगवान के साथ मेरा क्या संबंध है, मेरा इस संसार के साथ संबंध क्या रहना चाहिए, इस जगत के साथ, भौतिक जगत के साथ. एंड व्हाट विल बी माय संबंध विद अदर लिविंग एंटिटी, बाकी लोग के साथ मेरा क्या संबंध होना चाहिए. दैट इज संबंध नॉलेज. देन प्रयोजना, मेरा भगवान के साथ ये संबंध है. सो व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस बाय वीच टू रिवाइव दैट संबंध, कैसे माय रिलेशन विद द लॉर्ड इज द सर्वेंटशिप, सर्विसर मोड. सो हाउ टू रिवाइव दैट, कैसे उसको रिवाइव करना है, कैसे उठाना है, कैसे जाना है. द प्रोसेस इज नोन एज संबंध अभिधेय. अप्रयोजना मीन्स after following the process what I will get, the goal. The goal is known as prayojana. Prayojana means what is the prayojana of all these scriptures? This prayojana is to understand the God, understand Krishna, to get the Krishna prema. That is the ultimate prayojana of all and each and every activity, whatever we are doing in the process of this bhakti yoga. The prayojana, the goal is to get to achieve the mercy of the Lord. That is the ultimate goal. Of the Lord, the personality of Godhead is the last word in the transcendental realization. यहाँ पे भक्ति का जो अंतिम लक्ष्य है, the personality of Godhead यानी कृष्ण is the last word in transcendental. आत्म साक्षात्कार का जो अंतिम पड़ाव है वो क्या है? भगवान को जानना. So there are so many people, they say without following the process I am self realized. क्या रियलाइजेशन आया कि देयर इज नो गॉड, आई एम द गॉड. और क्या है वो? सेल्फ रियलाइज, आत्म साक्षात्कार हो गया. क्या आत्म साक्षात्कार हुआ? कि देयर इज नो गॉड, आई एम द गॉड, यू कैन आल्सो बिकम गॉड. सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर क्या है? बोगस. दे आर जस्ट cheating the people. They are just cheating people. And you will find there are so many people like this cheating. Krishna is the last word in the path of self-realization. The absolute realized as the impersonal Brahma, the localized supersoul. Okay. So next verse he says, although great sage Vyasdev, you very broadly describe the four principles. What is these four principles? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma means economic development. Then dharma means religion. Then economic development. Then sense gratification, liberation. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. You have described it elaborately, beginning with the religious performances, but ye have not described the glories of the Supreme Lord. भगवान के बारे में तुमने glorify नहीं किया. So my purpose, the point of discussing all this is that because whatever we are doing in our life, we are also doing the same mistake. We are committing the same mistake in our life. We are not exclusively glorifying Krishna. We have also taken shelter of so many other things. बहुत ऐसी चीजों के लिए हमने बना के रखा है. Just like you asked. So because of that, we are also dissatisfied. You have not described the glories of the Lord. The prompt diagnosis. डॉक्टर जब ऑपरेशन करता है ना तो डायग्नोस करता है प्रॉब्लम को, रूट कॉज. सो उसी तरह से हमारे इस भौतिक जगत का या फिर जीव का जो दुखी होने का जो कारण है, मूल कारण है, उसे स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर क्या करता है? डायग्नोस. क्या प्रॉब्लम क्या है इसके साथ. सो नारद मुनि डायग्नोस्ड एट वंस डिक्लेयर्ड. उसने सीधे डिक्लेयर किया, नारद मुनि ने घुमाया नहीं बात को कि तुम बहुत महान हो, ऐसा वैसा है ना. डायरेक्टली ही इज टेलिंग द रूट कॉज ऑफ डिस्पोंटेंसी ऑफ व्यासदेव वाज हिज डेलिबरेट अवॉइडेंस of glorifying the Lord in his various editions of Quran. So that's why we should also every day read this Srimad Bhagavatam, read these scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, which is exclusively glorifying Lord. और जितना ज्यादा ये चीज हमारे माइंड में जाएगा, हमारे ब्रेन में रहेगा, उतना ज्यादा कचरा हमारे ब्रेन से निकलेगा. और जितना ज्यादा कचरा निकलेगा उतना ज्यादा we'll feel the satisfaction of the heart. We'll get satisfaction. Because of from the so many lifetimes we have put so many unwanted things in our mind. वो कचरे की तरह भरा हुआ है. So many. How many data storage? What is the storage of your mind? कितना डेटा स्टोर करके रखा है? It has so much from the so many lifetimes. Desires, the desires, so many desires are there. So many desires. So how to replace that desire? That desire will get replaced only by reading Srimad Bhagavatam or these books. Here certainly, as a matter of course, given description of the glories of the Lord, but not as many as given to the religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, and salvation. Next verse says, wonderful story. Just read. Those words, just remember this line. Those words which do not describe the glories of the Lord. Those words who do not describe the glories of the Lord, who alone can sanctify the atmosphere of the whole universe, are considered by saintly person to be like a place of pilgrimage for the crows. Since the all perfect person are inhabitants of the transcendental abode, they do not derive any pleasure there. जो there are two types of birds. एक होता है कौवा crows and second is hens. हंस. So कौवा कहाँ रहता है? कैसे जगह में रहता है कौवा? कचड़े कचड़े वाले जगह में. और हंस, so those words which do not displace of the Lord, who alone can sanctify the atmosphere of the whole universe, are considered by the saintly person. जो साधु हैं उनके द्वारा वो जगह कैसे कहलाया जाता है जहाँ भगवान का ग्लोरिफिकेशन नहीं हो रहा है? दैट इज द प्लेस फॉर द पिलग्रिमेज ऑफ द क्रोज. वो जगह किसका है? कौवे का जगह है. जो कौवा प्रवृत्ति के लोग हैं, कौवा के क्या प्रवृत्ति होता है? कैसा आवाज करते हैं? दिन भर काव काव काव. एक दूसरे ने तू बोले, मैं भी बोलूंगा, तू कैसे बोलेगा? जो तो इस मेंटालिटी के लोग हैं. दे गोज ऑल दिस प्लेस. न्यूज़पेपर, देयर इज नो डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ गॉड देयर. टीवी चैनल्स, नो डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द लॉर्ड. सो दीज प्लेसेस आर कंसिडर्ड. कमेंट्रीज चल रहा है ना, क्रिकेट का, फुटबॉल का. कोई ये बोल रहा है, ये बोलो उसको. सो मेनी, देयर इज नो डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ लॉर्ड. सो और जिसको इन सब में मजा आता है, आनंद आता है ये सब चर्चा करने में, कैसा मेंटालिटी है वो? Crow's mentality. Those who seek pleasure in all this subject matter, their mentality is like, and saintly person do not take pleasure in all this, where Lord is not involved. That is the pilgrimage for the crows. Avoid all these kinds of discussion. One should remain away from all these kind of places. Wonderful purport is there. I will read that. Crows and the swans are the Crows and the swans are not birds of the same feather because of their different mental attitudes. The fruity workers or the passionate men are compared to the crows. Fruity workers means those who are just कर्मी लोग. कर्मी means those who are just after active काम करना. काम करो यार, जीवन का एक ही उद्देश्य है, पैसे कमाओ और मजे करो. They are fruity workers and passionate men are compared to the crows, whereas the all perfectly saintly persons are compared to the swans. लेकिन जो साधु संत उसको किससे तुलना किया गया है? The crows take pleasure in the place where garbage is thrown out. तो वे कहाँ इकट्ठा होते हैं? जहाँ पर कचरे को फेंका जाता है। देखा है आपने? जहाँ कचरा रहेगा वहाँ पर कौवा। The crows take pleasure in the place where garbage is thrown out. Just as the passionate fruity workers take pleasure in wine, women, and the places for gross sense pleasure. तो दिन भर मेहनत करते हैं, फिर रात को क्या करते हैं लोग? वाइन, वुमेन एंड सेंस एंजॉयमेंट। जस्ट लाइक ए क्रो, जहां पर कचड़े को फेंक दिया गया वहां पर जाके बैठकर क्या करते हैं? खाओ 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 खाओ। Similarly, these people, those who are not interested in God, their time passes like this. The swans, जो साधु प्रवृत्ति के लोग, do not take pleasure in the places where crows are assembled for conferences and meetings. अब देखना लोग है ना जो फ्रूटी वर्कर्स हैं भौतिक जगत, कैसे करना है, क्या करना चाहिए। अभी क्रिकेट चल रहा है ना, चैंपियनशिप चल रहा है, तो असेंबली बना के बैठ के 5 लोग कैसे खेलना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए, है ना, ग्राउंड कैसा होना चाहिए। दैट इज द असेंबली फॉर द so saintly person do not take pleasure in such a place. They are instead seen in the atmosphere of natural scenic beauty where there are transparent, nicely decorated stems of lotus flower in the varieties, variegated colors of natural beauty. लेकिन आप देखना हंस कहाँ रहते हैं? आपने देखा है मुंबई में हंस? तो मतलब मुंबई क्या है? मुंबई में हंस, हंस प्रवृत्ति के लोग मुंबई में नहीं रह सकते। क्यों? क्योंकि हंस कहाँ रहता है? एक अच्छे साफ जल में रहता है, स्वच्छ जल, जहाँ पर कमल का डाल है ना, कमल का डाल, उसमें रहते हैं, वो उधर रहते हैं, स्वच्छ जल में रहते हैं। ट्रांसपेरेंट रिजर्वायर, that is the difference between the two classes of the birds. Nature has influenced different species of life with the different mentalities. So nature ने हर किसी को अलग अलग mentality दिया है, सबकी mentality, and it is not possible to bring them up to the same rank and file. हर किसी को आप एक लेवल पे नहीं ला सकते। Similarly, there are different kinds of literature for different types of men of different mentality. There are different kinds of men and there are different kinds of mentality, and according to mentality they choose the different kinds of literature. उसी तरह के बुक को प्रिफर कर, उसी तरह का डिस्कशन को अप्रोच करता है। Mostly the market literatures which attracts men of those categories are literatures containing refused remnants of sensuous topics, जो सेंस एंजॉयमेंट को जो एजिटेट करे। They are generally known as mundane talks in relation with the gross body and the subtle mind. Gross level पे और subtle level पे, दोनों level पे sense enjoyment. They are full of subject matter described in a decorative language, full of mundane similes and metaphorical arrangement. और वो ग्रंथ क्या बहुत अच्छे से डिजाइन किया गया रहता है, बहुत अच्छे अच्छे उदाहरण दिया रहता है, वहाँ पर उदाहरण दे दे के समझाया गया रहता है कैसे इंजॉयमेंट करना चाहिए। 8. With all that, they do not glorify the Lord. Such poetry and prose on any subject matter is considered decoration of the dead body. एक मरे हुए व्यक्ति का डेकोरेशन, कोई मतलब है? थोड़ी देर में उस बॉडी को क्या करने वाले हैं? जलाने वाले हैं, डेड बॉडी. So there is no use of decorating dead body. Spiritually advanced men who are compared to the swans do not take pleasure in such dead literatures, which are source of pleasure for a man who are spiritually dead. जो स्पिरिचुअली मरे हुए हैं वही लोग वैसे शास्त्रों के, वैसे लिटरेचर्स के पास जाते हैं. These literatures in the mode of passion and ignorance are distributed अंडर डिफरेंट लेबल्स, और जितने भी ये लिटरेचर उसको अलग अलग नाम से मार्केट में क्या किया जाता है, बेचा जाता है, डिफरेंट लेवल्स, बट दे कैन हार्डली हेल्प द स्पिरिचुअल अर्ज ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग। आप देखना मार्केट में जाना है ना, स्टेशन पे लगा रहता है बहुत सारे मैगजीन्स unnecessarily. So one has to understand all this. Literatures which describe the glories of the Lord are enjoyed by the Paramhans. So one has to understand the literature which are glorifying Krishna, है ना? जो भगवान को glorify कर रहा है, one has to take pleasure in that literature. Then only one's heart will get satisfaction. Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. So now Shadam, the natural meaning of dharma. Liberation means to go beyond the three modes. इन गुणों से परे जाने क्या है, मुक्ति कहलाता है. एंड टू अंडरस्टैंड गॉड, दैट इज एगो मुक्ति. भगवान को समझना मुक्ति से आगे है. मुक्ति मतलब तीन गुणों से ऊपर उठ जाना बस. लेकिन भक्ति यानी कि तीन गुणों से ऊपर उठ के भगवान के भक्ति में लगना, भगवान की सेवा करना, वो भक्ति कहलाता है. ओके, यस. प्रभु जी, वो आप बताया ना कि दिमाग में कचरा बाहर रहता है, कैसे निकालना? कचरा कैसे निकलेगा? व्हेन यू विल पुट सम मोर वाटर. जो कचरा है, अगर गिलास में कचरा भरा है तो कैसे निकलेगा गिलास से कचरा? उसमें और पानी डालोगे, then only. So put some more Krishna conscious substance every day, every time, all the time, without wasting a time. जितना ज़्यादा आप इसके बारे में सुनेंगे, will understand the process, you'll understand the law. This is scriptures. The more you'll understand, the more you will grow. The more you'll chant, the more you'll grow. From so many lifetimes here, uh, we are hearing so many mundane topics. So naturally, this moment will not get attracted to the Lord's holy name. But gradually, when we'll take it every day, gradually we'll develop some kind of attachment with this holy name. And then this kapra will go away, garbage will go away. Garbage in, garbage out. Good in, good out. Yes. तो जी आपने बताया ना, मतलब याद जो ने इतना सारा चीज लिखा, फिर भी वो सेटिस्फाइड नहीं हो पाए, तो फिर वो मतलब कैसे वो सेटिस्फाइड? I read by giving this Bhagavatam. Okay, Bhagavatam. Yes, Bhagavatam. Then Narad Muni told him to write this Bhagavatam, exclusively glorifying Krishna. Then he wrote this Srimad Bhagavatam. And after writing this Srimad Bhagavatam, he felt some kind of relief कि मैंने कुछ किया है. Okay, thank you very much. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय.